Hello, music fans, underground enthusiasts, and I go to shows, not concerts tribalists. It's weekly list time. The video I, in theory, post once a week talking about the songs that came out over the past week and how I feel about them, why you should listen to them, and then hopefully you tell me what you think as well. Enough chit chat and let's get into it. First track we are talking about this week comes from TV Room with Harvest Moon, and it is the first TV Room song since he released the Big Big Deal EP last April, which was one of my favorite projects of the year, with Dear Pet Rock taking the number 5 spot on my top 100 songs of the year list. I've been excited to see what direction TV Room has decided to head in coming off of the project because of how focused and refined the aesthetic and style of it was, and Harvest Moon doesn't disappoint in that regard, playing into TV Room's quirky brand of bedroom pop, utilizing playful instrumentation and writing that evokes this sort of adolescent simplicity, which is funny because his production is deceptively complex. There's a lot of moving parts in this, sliding flute passages, super groovy bass lines, washy synth chords. They're all incredibly well composed, and there's a lot going on to the operation here, and he convinces you that it's all pretty seamless. Because to be fair, it is, and also the lyrics are really nice here as well, equally as playful, but as playful as they might seem, they're incredibly effective in portraying emotions at their most integral and bare, cutting off all of the fat and leaving the core emotions of the track. I'm really happy to see TV Room back just doing what he does best. Next up, we've got Lizzie Calisto with Stuck in the Middle, which is a mesmerizing and smoky pop track where Lizzie leans heavily into layering and the stereo space of the song, with all of the elements being tethered to this hypnotic hook. How her vocals interact with each other really sells how stylish this song is, with the matter-of-fact spoken lyrics of the hook sitting in the middle of these sort of choral vocalizations balancing delicate high notes and sultry crooning. It's a clean and impressively balanced sound, and honestly feels like Lizzie is flexing a little bit with her ability to seamlessly harmonize with herself. The rest of the track carries the momentum nicely, where Lizzie's deeper register gets some time to shine with some poppy trap drums and glitchy synth melodies providing some gentle support, not dominating too much of the sound. I would have liked to get that intro hook one more time before the song closed out, but the almost lulling final verse definitely wraps it up nicely. Probably Lizzie's best vocal outing to date. Then we have got Vi 5000 with Holder, and as on brand as ever, Holder is a bubbly digicore track where Vi continues to utilize modulation and composition to craft some really beautiful work. The Wubs production here is intensely bassy and staticky at points, but with these reprieves of icy key melodies and vocal clarity breaking through at opportune moments, which creates a cool dynamic between the production and the vocals of the track, which are slick and shiny and jerk back and forth across the track, creating a glitchy and sort of poppy effect ranging from percussive to silky smooth melodies for these lyrics to live in. It's a little bit intense in its pacing, but the catchier and poppier elements of the track keep it grounded, keep it down in the atmosphere, and Vi wraps up with another charming and energetic track. Speaking of artists operating comfortably and in top form within their wheelhouse, hiraeth has dropped Are You Proud of Me Too? It's textbook hiraeth in all the right ways. Because I honestly think that hiraeth is one of the few artists that can consistently get away with such intensely solemn and desolate tracks, each song more dirge-like than the rest. Because if any of his tracks were to resemble a funeral march, it would be this one, 100%. Rain sound effects pelting the twanging guitar chords and eerie piano hits, while hiraeth just absolutely wails on this track, belting notes of paranoia and a cracked desire for acceptance and validation, which kind of feels pleading in a sense, and then the suffocating drums tumble into frame and the aesthetic is complete. Well, almost complete, because the final synth drones that close out this track feel like they were pulled straight out of a power metal ballad. It's an absolutely insane addition that works very well. Damn it, guys, he does it again. Last track of this week is going to be from Necia Wake with Greyhound, which in a lot of ways is a lot of things. The raw guitar strumming feels tastefully folky, and the delivery of the sentimental lyrics contains a wry humor beneath the melancholy of it all. The magic to a song like this, which in spite of the warm saturation and glitchy vocal effects is a truly folk punk sound at its core, peel back the prog pop sheen and brother, that is what you will find. But the magic to this song is that the writing is sappy and sentimental, and in an attempt for this to not sound sound like a complete and a total mean insult, a little pathetic, because that's kind of the key to vulnerability in writing, at least in this case, to be able to accept that some of your behavior is defeatist and destructive and maybe a little bit selfish is to confront all facets of yourself, not just the pretty parts. I think that Necia Wake captures this quite nicely with a very impressive and captivating and engaging vocal performance. Under the harsh buzz of the track is the pleading and yearning for love by somebody who feels lost, an emotional vagrant kind of skipping town at the first sight of trouble despite wanting so badly to stay. I love this track and I think that it has a lot to give. And that is going to do it for this week's list of songs. If you listen to these songs, let me know how you feel about them. If you have not listened to these songs quite yet, go back, listen to them, then come back and tell me how you feel about them. I value your opinion. Catch me in the next video where I quit my job and assume my new position as the head coach of the Boston Celtics. Bye.